And potentially most important of all, the picture of 2020 now comes together clearer than ever before. I feel like this year was a jigsaw puzzle, knocked off the table. All the pieces askew on the floor. Putting them together, it didn't make much sense. The picture was unclear. All of these jumbled little bits and bobs. What was Nintendo's overall vision? But now in hindsight, we can see the beautiful painting that they were putting together. If all of this happened in an E3 Direct, our minds would be blown. Mario 35th, Hyrule Warriors, Paper Mario, Pokemon Snap, Monster Hunter Rise, and more maybe that got delayed, canceled, or completely pushed. But we now have an idea of what Nintendo has been trying to do. It might have come together in a marketing mess, but here we can see that they did deliver. And patience was rewarded. It's not the best year ever, but it sure is a good one. And I love where things are headed next year as well. 2021 is shaping up to maybe be the Switch's best yet. Just a few months ago, Nintendo put out what I think is one of their worst directs of all time, and definitely the low point for 2020. We were anticipating a general, and we got this newfangled Frankenstein creation called a partner showcase, and it was pretty miserable. But today, partner showcase take on a whole new meaning. They took the P and turned it from poop to near perfection. Was this the best direct of 2020? I think so. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce, and hallelujah, Nintendo dropped gold upon our faces. And yes, the Mario 35th Anniversary Direct was very stellar, and it was full of so much nostalgia, but this had big new games, bold new titles, surprise drops, and an excellent variety in a way that Nintendo has not captured in so long. I lamented the fact that Directs no longer meant as much. But this partner showcase proved that Nintendo still has a little bit of magic up their sleeve as Monster Hunter Rise debuts as one of the biggest Switch games on the horizon. Make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed today's show. Let me know in the comments down below your favorite announcement. We gotta start with Rise. This one got me going. It's been heavily rumored for quite some time, and we were pretty sure of it by last night. But Rise looks to take the Monster Hunter formula from past Nintendo handhelds and merge it with the world of Monster Hunter World from PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. And we now have this hybrid Monster Hunter that looks like it's gonna be a joy to play on Switch with the new doggy companion that you can ride, amiibo to go alongside, and some crazy monsters, big ostriches, giant ducks, and a very wicked wyvern. This game comes out March 26, 2021, and I suspect that maybe a Switch Pro launches around that time, because what better game to get your Japanese audience roaring for 4K than a new Monster Hunter? And with the incredible new animations, awesome multiplayer, and fantastical beasts, this could be the perfect game to showcase the better processing power, crisper screen, and sweeter graphics of a Switch Pro. We'll talk about that a different video, but today they delivered. And I love that they not only promised the future, they touched on the past, and they dropped surprises today. Two huge games, one being maybe the biggest surprise of all, and one being maybe the strongest title in Nintendo's indie lineup this fall season. Hades is out now. They told us at the last indie presentation, it was the big wow moment, Supergiant's amazing adventure in early access on PC, coming to Switch this fall. No, it's coming to Switch today. This ain't fall. This is summer, baby, and we're gonna get to play one of the most stellar roguelites ever. A fantastic PC game now on Switch, gaining console exclusivity from our favorite Nintendo friends. And then Microsoft is at it again. They're just desperate to give away all of their exclusives, aren't they? They just want to give away all their greatest games. They blessed our faces with Cuphead and Ori before, and today they bring the sequel, Will of the Wisps, Ori 2, to the system. And I don't know how it's going to work, because it runs like crap on Xbox One. How is it going to work on Switch? I hope they've optimized the heck out of it. Moon Studios did great work with the first game and porting that over, so hopefully they can do great work again with the second. That game is beautiful. If it plays and performs pretty well, it is a stellar pickup for the Switch, and it steals one of Microsoft's crown jewels of the year and takes it for our own. And the best part, it's not a 2021 title, it's not a November title, it's not a no date, maybe someday win title, it's a today title. And I think this Direct was my favorite because it surprised and it delivered. Monster Hunter Stories 2 is another game out of nowhere, doubling down on a franchise that has really taken the world and the Nintendo fanbase by storm over the last couple of years. This is a different title than the mainline series, and some people enjoyed this on the 3DS. It's not as, well regarded as mainline MH, but it's still cool and the graphics look great. In fact, I kind of wish the graphics were swapped. I think that the only negative about Rise is that the color palette seems quite muted, and the visual variety shown thus far, they still got 6 months, but shown thus far, is pretty boring. Stories 2 looks gorgeous, reminds me of Breath of the Wild, and it's coming out next summer to deliver another stellar third-party exclusive title for Switch. That's what's most remarkable about Capcom's deliveries today. They're both Switch exclusives, and they're both crafted just for our cool hybrid system. Nintendo needs more love like this, and hopefully we'll hear from Bravely Default 2 at Tokyo Game Show, and maybe even a few others. There were rumors of a Ninja Gaiden trilogy, a new Super Monkey Ball game, the Mass Effect trilogy, and maybe a date for Doom Eternal, and we didn't get those. But the lovely narrator promised us more partner showcases later on in the year. And initially I would have said, bah humbug, I don't want that. Show me the first party love, hook it up with Mario or my main Squid Kids in Splatoon. Give me a little more Zelda, prep us for the 35th anniversary of that franchise. But Nintendo said no. Partner showcases are here to stay, and outside of this strange lull for Fitness Boxing 2, which gave me serious flashbacks to the past partner showcase, this one set a new tone. And this affirmed that partner showcases can be pretty cool, as long as the games present are able to excite us. And this felt more like a direct mini than it did a partner showcase, because previously it seemed like partner showcases were reserved for smaller announcements. Yes, they did give a lot of love to SMT in the first partner showcase, but it felt like it was kind of B tier or even C tier, some might say F tier games being put forth in these partner presentations. And now we know that that's not the case. Now we know that a game that would get a gargantuan slot at a normal general direct can be the tentpole title of a partner showcase. Monster Hunter Rise would be a showstopper at a mini, at a general, at any direct. And then on top of this, they gave us a Monster Hunter Direct afterwards. It was short, it wasn't housing too much new information, but it did detail more about the games, the amiibo, the DLC, the pre-order bonuses, and a little more nuance about the grappling hook and the Palamute, and really expanded our first look at the monsters. So that was fantastically fun and showed that Nintendo, they do whatever they want. There is no more rhyme or reason. Nothing means anything anymore. They could drop a game out of their sleeve on Twitter. They can drop a partner showcase that is full of crap. They can drop a partner showcase that is absolutely loaded. They can't do a general direct apparently, and I wonder if we'll get another general at any point. The Mario 35th anniversary was a game-specific direct. We've had a mini this year. We've had Indie Worlds, Pokemon Direct, Monster Hunter Direct now, and these partner showcase presentations. Is the idea of a general direct gone? It might be, but this gives me hope. This gives me faith. Surprise drops, big titles, and a promise for a future. Remember, Nintendo recently has detailed the immediate next couple of weeks, next couple of months. Now they start to lay the stones down the path of 2021. Let's put 2020 behind us. It has been a really awful year in so many ways. People will have nightmares about this year and this time for the rest of their lives. We did get Animal Crossing New Horizons, a blessing to the Switch and a blessing to all of us during these difficult times, and a fantastic way to unite our community here at SwitchForce and SwitchStrong, our Discord server. We are getting the Mario 3D All-Stars collection, which I think I'm playing right now, and we have Pikmin 3 Deluxe and Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. But all in all, 2020 has been a down year. Paper Mario I thought was pretty cool, but it did not go into the RPG mechanics that many hoped for. And there were so many strange moments, like Empire of Sin and WWE Battlegrounds being the highlight of a partner showcase, and SMT getting announced but being clouded by the negativity of so many not impressive games. 2021, though, has a chance to be better. The rumors of a Switch Pro, the knowledge that Breath of the Wild 2 is pretty darn close, and now a new Monster Hunter coupled with Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, promising to be the biggest, best deluxe Wii U port yet. And we know there's more. the games that didn't quite get out this year, maybe even the big holiday title from 2020, has probably been shifted to 2021. It's a big anniversary for The Legend of Zelda, and you can be sure they'll have something to go alongside Breath of the Wild 2. Maybe Skyward Sword HD, but Nintendo will have new as well. They will have more. Maybe Splatoon 3. Maybe some more third-party partnerships. Perhaps some of these companies get their act together and start delivering the exclusives that we deserve. Mario plus Rabbids was fantastic. Ubisoft, give us more. Monster Hunter Rise looks fantastic. Capcom, give us more. EA has said they want to do more with Switch, and I think as this system continues to power forward and shows its strength into the fall shopping season, when Microsoft and Sony have brand new 4K boxes, Nintendo still has its 3.5, 4-year-old console, and it might be the best seller because its library is insane, and today it got much better. I cannot wait to go play Hades, I cannot wait to go play Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and I cannot wait for Monster Hunter Rise. This was the most exciting direct for me. I was losing my mind. And I think it's because Nintendo managed expectations in such a backwards way. They killed our hope. They killed our hype. So I went in being like, maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it'll be mediocre. A C+ would be a huge victory. And they went from F to A. This was my favorite presentation because it had bold new titles for the future. It had games off in the distance. And not ones with nebulous dates like Metroid Prime 4 that probably won't happen for a few years now, but games with specific dates, and it seems like they're going to hit them. My Nintendo enthusiasm right now is soaring because I think 2020 is shaping up to be better in hindsight than it absolutely was in foresight. Maybe not my favorite series, maybe not as many directs as I would have liked, maybe not marketing in the style that I would have chosen, but when it's all said and done, Animal Crossing, Paper Mario, a Mario 35th Palooza, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity looks so much better than the original, a bunch of sick indies, and partner showcases that ended up performing, plus the promise of Monster Hunter Rise, a dedicated game for our Switch. Things are looking up, and I cannot wait to continue the next few months with Nintendo's big first-party releases, and maybe still a surprise or two. I still think the Mass Effect trilogy could squeeze out. I believe that Doom Eternal could end up with a November release date, and Bravely Default 2 should probably be talked about, shown off, and launched later this fall. What are you guys most excited for? What did you think of the Direct? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm riding sky high. I hope to see you guys on my Mario 3D All-Stars video and the rest of what we've got covered. Maybe we'll play some Hades. Maybe we'll play some Ori 2. What are you playing? Smash the like button if you're excited. This was my favorite Direct of the year, and I imagine what the E3 showcase would have been, combining Mario 3D All-Stars with Monster Hunter Rise, with Paper Mario, with Pikmin 3 Deluxe, and maybe even a game that got delayed, canceled, or absolutely pushed that we don't know a thing about yet. It would have been a pretty sweet show. We forget about Pokemon Snap. That game was announced that it's coming 2021 as well, so that year is looking great. E3 would have been killer, and now we're starting to see. Nintendo's plan was very much scattered. It was like a puzzle that fell off the table. The jigsaw pieces all over the floor. And now we see how they take shape, how they connect, and how they build a picture that is far clearer and far prettier than we thought when we saw the pieces all laid askew. That is my take. What is yours? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you guys all soon. Thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, everybody. I appreciate and love you. Make sure you're staying safe, staying healthy, staying smart out there. Have a fantastic rest of your day. SwitchForce out.